As Africa pushes to unlock its vast energy potential, one of the biggest hurdles remains finance, where to find it and how to structure it, and of course, how to make projects truly bankable. From innovating financing models to the balance between oil, gas, and renewables. News Central spoke to Ejike Egbuagu, Group CEO of Moneda Capital, on the sidelines of the African Energy Week in Cape Town, South Africa.
We have enough capital. I mean, we could always do with more, but Africa has never had a capital problem. It's really about, utilization and also, like you said, innovation. What we've tried to do at Moneda is to work with, private investors, mobilizing their capital with ours, as well as institutional capital. So you would find that in Nigeria, for instance, we're sitting on, over 25 trillion naira in capital, which is very dormant. 60% of that invested in treasury bills, non-productive utilization. So we need to refocus how we're deploying our existing capital and find a way to put these capital sources together, de-risking the transactions in which we're investing in. That way we mobilize, capital quicker.
Egbuagu also noted that despite abundant opportunities, many international investors still perceive the continent as high risk, creating both challenges and opportunities for financial institutions and governments.
The collaboration needs to be accelerated heavily. We need to see not just talk, but we need to see action in that collaboration. We're driving the conversation towards not just approving investment in pipeline projects and refineries and clapping for ourselves. We're asking a critical question. In this $50 billion investment for a new pipeline, what percentage of that was locally driven? Because if you can achieve 50% local participation in a $50 billion contract, you have $25 billion, in country, in region. That is transformational in any economy, right? And that's how we've got to be thinking about. Now, to achieve that, the DFIs cannot do it. The Afrexim banks cannot do it. They cannot drive that $25 billion all the way down to the streets. They can make it available to the banks, but we've also found that the banks also can't drive it down to the streets because the banks require over-collateralization, processes, KYC, extensive paperwork. And the average SME is not at that level in Africa yet. There must be a vehicle that can safely deploy that $25 billion into the streets where they are needed the most. And that's where the collaboration with platforms like Moneda is critical.